30 military commanders, one classified briefing, and a message that was never supposed to leave the Pentagon: the war with Iran is not political. It is biblical. This week, American media reported something extraordinary. More than 30 commanders of U.S. military bases around the world received communications describing the conflict with Iran as a mission with divine backing. That the president had been anointed for this exact moment. And that what is unfolding right now in the Middle East is directly connected to the prophecy of Armageddon. Stop and think about what that means. We are not talking about preachers. We are not talking about internet theories. We are talking about the chain of command of the most powerful military force in human history, being told that this war is part of an ancient prophecy. And here is why this changes everything. For decades, analysts explained world events through traditional geopolitics, resources, borders, alliances, economics. But that lens is broken, because the people making decisions at the highest level are not reading economic reports. They are reading something much older. If the leaders moving fleets and armies believe they are acting inside a biblical script, then to understand what happens next, you cannot just study politics. You have to study prophecy. And the prophecy in question follows a sequence. A sequence that was described years before any of it happened. A leaked testimony, recorded in 2010, laid out the stages. A war with Iran. Escalation beyond anyone's control. The use of nuclear weapons in the Middle East. And then, global panic. Out of that panic, an economic collapse. Supply chains severed at the Strait of Hormuz. An energy crisis spreading from Asia to Europe. A food crisis following right behind it. And a desperate population, willing to trade anything for stability. That is the moment the entire script has been building toward. Because in the middle of the chaos, governments will offer the deal of the century. Peace and security, in exchange for freedom. And if those words sound familiar, they should. The Apostle Paul wrote, nearly 2,000 years ago, while people are saying peace and security, destruction will come on them suddenly. He did not write, if they say it. He wrote, while they are saying it. The sequence continues. With Iran weakened, the balance of the entire Middle East shifts. American forces pull back from the region. Control consolidates around a new center of power. And the stage is set for the final confrontation the plan describes. A third global conflict, rising in the East. Will it happen exactly like this? No one can say. But here is what we can say. The same sequence was described in 2005. It was repeated on camera in 2010. And step by step, headline by headline, it has been unfolding in order. The pandemic, starting exactly where they said it would start. The war with Iran, arriving exactly as described. The energy crisis, the blocked fertilizer, the rationing across Asia. Each stage arriving on schedule, like a train that left the station decades ago. And now, military commanders are being told that their orders carry the weight of prophecy. The book of Revelation describes the final battle at a place called Armageddon. Armageddon. A real hill in northern Israel, overlooking a valley where empires have clashed for 3,000 years. John saw the kings of the whole world gathered there, drawn by forces they did not understand, into a conflict they could not control. Whatever you believe, understand this. The men with their fingers on the most powerful weapons on earth, some of them believe it. And belief, at that altitude, shapes history. The prophet Daniel wrote that in the time of the end, knowledge would increase. The wise would understand, and the wicked would not. Two kinds of people. The ones who see the pattern forming. And the ones who scroll past it. You have just seen the pattern. What you do with it, is up to you.